Hi, Christine.
How are you?
How are you? Good.
Well,
Welcome.
thank you.
So, guys, welcome all of you all. Today, we shall witness some rare antique and estate jewelry from Paul Fisher Jewelry, which is an international family-owned business house, and, which was established in the year 1850. We have the sixth generation, Christine Fisher of the Fisher family, who is going to be talking to us about 150 years of legacy of the Fisher family and also show us some incredible rare antique and estate jewelry. So, Christine, we're looking forward to seeing some of your magnificent jewelry that I have been posting in my stories and in my content, and I have been getting wonderful response from everybody.
Thank you so much for having me.
My pleasure. So let's begin by knowing about the legacy of the Fisher family.
So our family business began in 1850 in Vienna, Austria, with my great-great-great-grandfather, Julius Fischer, who began acquiring pearls. So he was in the fabrication of making buttons out of seashells, which, you know, it was imported from the Middle East to Europe.
Okay.
So every so often he would come across a natural pearl amongst the seashells, which eventually lured him into the pearl business. So at that time, pearls were far more valuable than any other diamond or gemstone. And this was probably up until the advent of cultured pearls in 1920s, 1930s. So pearls are highly coveted, you know, for two reasons. Firstly, there's a high demand and low supply, which in of itself makes it a rarity. And secondly, I mean, it's pretty amazing how it's the only gemstone to form within a living organism. So fast forward a few generations to my grandfather, Paul Fisher, who is responsible for shaping the vision of our current mission, where we deal in one-of-a-kind treasures. My grandfather, who I refer to as Opal, you know, was a remarkable man, someone of strict morals and someone of pure integrity. And he was well recognized in the trade and had a stellar reputation, most notably for starting an apprenticeship program, which he would train upcoming jewelers. These apprentices would be from all over the world, and they would typically be from kids of established family businesses. So, you know, he would train the basics of like evaluating diamond weight, to being able just to discern and understand, you know, what is reproduced versus what is genuine. And they also had the buying power to be able to purchase for the firm. So that's pretty amazing. The lineage of his trainees can be traced till this very day. I mean, at any given trade show, you can handpick a number of people that were directly trained under him or under one of his mentees. I mean, in fact, Tibor Ullman, who manages the New York office, he is the nephew of my grandfather's first apprentice, Johnny Ullman, and Tibby is my mentor today.
Lovely. Indirectly, you have been, you know, you are getting trained by your grandfather. That's how the whole chain is passing on to you.
So it kind of exemplifies the sort of breadth of his influence and how his, you know, knowledge continues to pass on from generation to generation. He was a very impressionable man. He had very close relationships with some incredible jewelers such as Jar and Verdura. And so when they first started out, he gave them confidence by educating them about precious stones, and he supplied them precious stones throughout the years. With many thanks to my grandfather, my father, and Marianne Fisher, who runs the overall business today, you know, extensive global network that we constantly refer back to. You know, we have very close relationships with major jewelry houses like Van Cleef & Arpels and Cartier, and we consign to, you know, multiple retailers across the globe. We have offices today in New York, Geneva, London, as well as representation in Paris and in Hong Kong.
So you've spoken about your grandfather, you've spoken about your aunt, who are, of course, the main core of your business. Let's hear what is your role in the family business.
So I do a wide array of things on a daily basis. You know, I'm trying to learn every facet of the business, whether it's, you know, administration to honing my skills in photography or to buying and selling. So essentially to continue learning, you know, there's something like new to learn every single day, and knowledge is pretty much endless. And, you know, every little piece is like looking at a little treasure. So the
I'm
more
sure,
you
yes.
see, the more you learn. However, if I were to pinpoint, you know, my particular primary role, you know, would be to teach and to educate the new generation about these
Wow.
wonderful and amazing treasures that are often overlooked and undervalued. So I hope to do so through new avenues such as social media.
Nice. So that means that all the activities that we see on Paul Fisher Jewelry social media page, you're the lady behind it. That's right. And I see you're wearing one of my favorite ruby ring.
By Wallace Chan, yes. He's just so incredible, his work.
There you go. And this is Burma, right?
Yes, it's a Burma no heat, 388 carat. And a fun fact is 8 is a fortuitous unlucky number in Asia. So this is, you know, by Wallace Chan, who's an ingenious artist and a sculptor and master in titanium.
It's really beautiful.
You can see he never rounded the back. It's everything sculpted. So it's pretty incredible.
This is really incredible. The whole detailing and the craftsmanship is phenomenal. So let's enter your treasure trove and see what jewels do you have to show all of us.
Of course. So I guess we'll start with the Victorian period. Here you have a beautiful Victorian 1860s to 1870s diamond necklace, embellished in old mine diamonds and set in silver over gold. Yeah. So the Victorian period started around 1837 to 1901. So this was named after the Queen Victoria. So at this time, there was a prevalence of silver or silver and gold jewelry. Platinum is not this at this time. Diamonds set in silver have an amazing, amazing night effect. You know, remember at that time there was no electricity. So just candle lights and oil lamps. So in the light, in the candlelight, it would seem as if the diamonds are suspended or like floating in midair. Oxidation of the silver.
Beautiful. And can we see the backside of this necklace, please? Such fine detailing. Wow, look at that.
Yeah.
And these are all open setting, right?
Yes. Yeah, and I have another example of a Victorian necklace, which is this.
I absolutely love the way the opals have been cut in the shape of a heart.
Yeah.
Gorgeous. How rare is this piece, Christine?
It's very rare. I mean, these pieces are one of a kind, essentially. Imagine there's no electricity back then, so everything was handmade. So
beautiful. And if you don't mind showing us the back end of this necklace. Such clear and crisp detailing, right?
Exactly.
Beautiful.
So there's that. And so now I want to show you an amazing Dermatoid garnet brooch by Faberge. So this could have either been used, it's from the 1880s, so this could either have been used as a pin, a hair barrette, or a cloak fastener.
Lovely.
So it's also embellished in rose-cut diamonds, has a Faberge certificate, and as well as a SSEF certificate. So these are old original Dermatoid garnets, which makes it incredibly rare. So
interesting.
It's beautiful. It's basically a museum piece.
Yeah, it is.
Another example of a Victorian piece of jewelry. And then another example of a Victorian piece is this amazing silver and gold pendant.
Wow, look at that. And it's crystal clear. The aquamarine is crystal clear, right?
Yes. It's amazing.
What size would this be?
So, yeah, this is approximately 320 carats. So aside from its size, it is a Santa Maria aquamarine. And Santa Maria
Wow.
aquamarines are the rarest and the most
Very
valuable aquamarines.
mm-hmm.
So,
Beautiful. And this serves as a pendant, you said, right?
yes. So, it's incredible. These stones are very rare, especially of the size.
It's a great conversation starter. I mean, just walk
Exactly.
into a party wearing this huge chunk of necklace or pendant around your neck, and
Yep.
there you are.
Will definitely be noticed. Gorgeous.
Without a doubt. And may I ask you, what are you wearing? It just caught my attention right now.
So I'm wearing a Van Cleef & Arpels turquoise diamond necklace from
Lovely,
1965. So
lovely.
it's gorgeous and one of
Right.
a kind.
Absolutely.
So to show you more, I guess I will transition into the Edwardian period. So the Edwardian period was probably marked from 1901 to 1915 and
Mm-hmm.
named after King Edward VII.
Can I interrupt? So we have Catherine out here, and she is a VC expert. So, so when you spoke about the Van Cleef Arpels necklace, so of course, Catherine had a beautiful comment. So, Catherine, thank you for your kind comments.
Thank you. Yeah, so Edwardian jewelry. So what was highlighted in this period is that this platinum was first introduced. And silver silver was a very soft material, and oftentimes this is why there was such a prevalence of silver over gold,
Mm-hmm.
because it was used to give it support and to give it strength.
Mm-hmm.
But like silver being a soft material, platinum is a very hard material, so it took only the best craftsmen to be able to work with this.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, it's just so intricate and so delicate.
Beautiful. Right. This
And
is so
yeah,
pretty.
and at that time, as I said, pearls were very valuable, as you see the detail.
Gorgeous. So prominently see the transition between the Victorian and now the Edwardian. It's so prominent.
It is. It's amazing. I love it.
Gorgeous.
Another example of a exceptional. This is a collector's piece, Boucheron
Mm-hmm.
enamel pocket watch.
Interesting. That's so
And
interesting.
as you can see, how the cabochon emeralds are so, finely set. It's have to see it in person to have a better sense of appreciation.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So incredible.
And
Look
can we see
at
the backside again, please? Okay. Wow, great detailing.
it's amazing.
Yes.
There we go.
Mm-hmm. Tell me that how does your family source such exclusive jewelry that you're showing us?
So, predominantly it's through our extensive network,
Okay.
through the connections we've cultivated throughout the past century with my family members traveling profusely across the globe, sourcing these wonderful treasures and moving things from one market to another.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, it is a trust-dependent business, so your word and
Absolutely.
honor is highly regarded. So,
And I believe that your aunt is also watching us live. So I would like to welcome you guys to also come to India for your treasure hunt.
I'd love
And
to.
hopefully, I'm sure that you guys will find a lot of antique and rare jewelry in India
Yeah.
also.
We would love to. And I'm sure they have done quite a bit of traveling in India.
Next time any of the Fisher family comes to India, I'd love to get connected and I'd love to meet up with them.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
There, your aunt is saying that yes, we love India.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mariana. Thank you.
Try to be more cognizant of time, but just so many things that I want to show. So I guess we'll transition from the Edwardian period to the Deco period. An amazing Cartier
Oh, yes.
bracelet watch, I think, as you guys have seen in the stories. It's absolutely incredible. This is, Cartier Deco pieces are becoming more rare and hard to find. There's have basically been snatching them up throughout the years.
Gorgeous. And such fine detailing. It's really beautiful.
It's so beautiful.
It is indeed.
What's important to note with really, at this, back in the day, as I say, the art, the craftsmanship is a lost art, the quality in the front is also as good as the quality in the back, So Another example of an amazing bracelet is this Deco Calibre sapphire bracelet.
Mm-hmm.
You know, embellished in the finest sapphires. These are probably either Burma or Kashmir sapphires.
Wow.
It's important to note too, when you look at a piece of jewelry, you want to make sure that it's not crude, that it's malleable, that it doesn't catch to your clothing. So as you can see here,
so well finishing.
Like that, exactly. So this is calibre setting.
Beautiful. Yeah. Yes. Okay.
And just the design is just so unique.
It is very unique indeed. Yes. Gorgeous.
Another collector deco piece is this Cartier Paris perfume bottle.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Jade. Yes, this is carved out of one piece of jade. And it's also actually in the Cartier book right behind me.
So you mentioned is not from one piece of jade.
Yeah.
Wow.
There's no enhancement, so it's pretty incredible. It's very cute.
Right. It is.
Yeah. It's a perfume.
Great craftsmanship, yes.
Yeah, and great fine enamel work and great enamel work and the cabochon sapphires.
Mm-hmm.
So for the gentlemen out there, we do have jewelry for the gentlemen as well. Sorry. Here is a Cartier dress set, probably 1930s, late, Deco, early retro period. Very fine work. And
so do we have sapphire?
Sapphire.
Do we have sapphire? And we also see a texture in the gold finishing, is it?
Yes, it's kind of so. And the Deco period too, it had a more masculine tone to it. So it was geometric and linear design.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful.
So here's the gorgeous 1965 Van Cleef & Arpels diamond bracelet.
Flexible.
So flexible, as I said. Look how flexible this is. It's just, made out of the finest diamonds. And if you look closely,
yes,
it's just amazing how it was set. The diamonds were fashioned because you don't see any metalwork.
Yes.
Wow. Pretty amazing. And again, the flexibility. How it doesn't catch onto your clothing and the brilliance of the diamonds. Just truly one of a kind.
Yeah, trying to think about how they must have set the diamonds. It's so beautiful.
I know.
This is really one of a kind.
It is gorgeous. It's hard to show on the camera.
Wonderful. And we can actually see the luster and the shine and the brilliance of the diamonds. There's complete uniformity from top to bottom.
Exactly. It complements the light very well too.
Yes.
Just the brilliance of it.
Right. Can we also wear this as a choker, or it just fits as a bracelet?
It just fit as a bracelet, but if you want to be adventurous, you could always make it into a choker.
There you go. It looks lovely.
I mean, walk into the room with this.
I can pretty much imagine your day, Christine. You're just surrounded by these wonderful gems acquired by your family. How lucky.
I know. I'm very lucky. Just so many beautiful things to see. And like I said, so much to learn on a daily basis. So we'll move forward to this piece.
Ooh, what do you have for us? Oh, the Colombian emerald.
Winston Colombian emerald minor oil. It's a 52 karat Colombian emerald. So first of all, a stone and that's emeralds in that size, a Colombian emerald in that size is very rare. And coupled with the fact that it's mounted in a Harry Winston mounting from the 1970s.
Lovely.
The emerald's so beautiful. It's like you can dive into the stone.
Yes,
it's like the ocean.
Yes. So we have quite a few people who had personally DM'd me saying that they have this piece, and we have Cynthia, we have Pratik, we have quite a few admirers of this gorgeous emerald.
It is a beautiful one of a kind.
It is indeed. Yeah. Love the setting. The whole Harry Winston setting is beautiful.
All the details, and you can see.
Yes, yes. We all want to dive into this green sea of gorgeous. Look at that green, it's
I
fantastic.
know.
Hmm. The way you opened it very artistically was,
Oh,
creating that
thank you.
that drama and the suspense.
Like the suspense, exactly. I mean, look at that. I'll just put it in my pinky.
Hmm. Hmm.
Oops. I mean, wow.
Wow. One chunky piece.
Wow. Exactly.
This is
Just um, another, rare and exceptional stone that I'm going to show
mhm,
you is this opal, lightning ridge opal. Very exceptional,
wonderful.
very
Wow.
rare,
Hmm.
48.80 carats. So, these are
Wonderful.
very highly sought after and they're just so hard to find.
Hmm.
And I get the light. But this just has a wonderful play of color. You see the flashes of green, the flashes of blue, the flashes of red. It's just so amazing.
Hmm. And the diamonds surrounding it also are of the same uniform clarity. We can see through the brilliance and the fire
Yes,
of the diamonds.
exactly.
Wonderful. And are these all of the same size, the diamonds?
Yes, it's roughly the same size.
Roughly
Yeah.
the same size. Wonderful. So, it's a pinky ring. It belongs to a famous Madrid socialite,
Madrid socialite would be the Harry Winston
the
ring.
Harry
So
Winston one.
this one.
It's wonderful how your entire family sources these
I
one of
know,
a
it's
kind
pretty
pieces.
amazing. And it's
Yes,
even more fun when there's a story behind it.
absolutely.
um,
So, Mariana, next time when you come to India, you have to let me know. I would love to meet up with you.
Hopefully once the world, comes back to normalcy
Hmm.
soon. So, another incredible piece by Wallace Chen, Fond Pearl. It's a pink pearl. And, the chain he, sculpted, basically. So there's just so much detail and so much ingenious how he fashions
Hmm.
and makes his jewelry.
Every detailing, not just of the conch pearl, but even of the chain, is so spectacular.
Yeah, it is really, truly of a
Hmm.
kind.
So tell us that if somebody from the audience, if they want to procure these one-of-a-kind rare estate pieces, Paul Fisher jewelry, so how can they contact you?
I'm easily accessible through, Instagram, through our
Hmm.
website, paulfisherjewelry.com, and through email. So, and if you would love to see our collection, don't hesitate to reach me, and through private invitation, we can give you access to our website. So, in addition, if you are in the trade, you can
Hmm.
also inventory on Jeweler Circle.
Can you highlight what is Jeweler Circle, please, for us?
Of course. So Jeweler Circle is an online global B2B platform for
Hmm.
professionals in the jewelry industry. So it's a virtual space that allows dealers, to exhibit their inventory and retailers to be able to source, rare and special treasures and goods, whether
Hmm.
it's antique and vintage jewelry, um, loose gemstones and
Okay,
diamonds, and as well as pearls,
nice.
objects, and watches. So it's definitely a fantastic tool to
Okay.
use for
So,
the trade, by the trade, and for the trade.
okay. So platform completely B2B, right? The Jeweler
Yes,
Circle.
B2B.
Okay. And for the end consumers, they want to purchase some of your rare antique pieces, they can simply DM you and they can
Yes,
reach out to you. That's how they can see
exactly.
the collection. Hmm.
Exactly. I'm very, like I said, accessible through Instagram. Please follow our
Right.
Instagram, and you're welcome to message me whenever, and email me anytime at paulfisherinc.net.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And since you have global offices in London, in Geneva, so they can also contact the respective offices and go there in person to see the pieces.
Yes, of course. Yes.
Lovely.
Yes.
By appointments, yes, of
Yeah.
course. Oh, surely. And let's see what else do you have for us?
Agate Kunzite ring by Jar.
Hmm.
Jar, another amazing jeweler. He
Right.
loves to show the kind of the natural form of the stone. So
Hmm.
with the brown, as you can see the brown, just showing its
Hmm.
natural form.
Hmm.
So, that's pretty much all I have to show,
All
you know.
right, you've shown us quite a few collections. So let's hear which is your favorite era or which is your favorite piece from the collection that you have.
I would have to say I love Edwardian jewelry. You know, I love the craftsmanship with Edwardian jewelry. You know, the platinum on the gold, just like it's just so feminine and so elegant, and just the detailing is just so, you know, intricate and dainty. But
Mm-hmm.
conversely, I do prefer to wear much bolder jewelry, such as jewelry from the 40s and on. Pretty much
Mm-hmm.
what's in vogue today.
A very interesting thought just came to my mind that, there's jewelry from all the different eras. So does the value of these jewelry appreciate over time?
Yes, 100%. And, you know, especially the right
Lovely.
pieces, it only appreciates in time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, jewelry was heralded as a means of storing wealth and value throughout history.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said earlier, the craftsmanship is a lost art. So these pieces are finite, you know, so making them, you know, only appreciate and never depreciate.
You mentioned that you handled the social media engagement of Paul Fisher. So with the whole lockdown and the pandemic, are there some new strategies that you've been working upon, your online presence, upon your website?
I'm in the process of currently revamping our social
Okay.
media account, so that's in process. But I mean, if there's anything that we have learned from this unprecedented time, is the importance of moving towards the digital world. That, you know, to continue pushing our envelope and to continue
Mm-hmm.
evolving.
Mm-hmm. Christine, since you're the sixth generation of the Fisher family, is there any piece of advice which has always been very close to you and passed down from generations?
Yeah, of course. I think it's incredibly important to, you know, to adhere to your morals and to be someone of integrity. Um, it takes, you know, years and years and years to build your reputation, and only one
Right.
moment for it to collapse. With a good reputation, people are going to want to work with you, and the knowledge
Mm-hmm.
and knowing what you're handling, you know, helps in maintaining your reputation. So
Those are such powerful and such strong words of wisdom because our industry totally works on trust and reputation. All you need to do is build in a very good relationship with everybody.
exactly, it's very important.
Words of compliments for your jewelry, Christine, that you really have
Thank
one
you.
of a kind pieces. And anything that you would like to share about any of your experiences?
You know, I'm, as cliche as it is, I'm an advocate for experience being the best teacher. So, you know, I only strive to continue learning through my role models, and that being my family members. I
How
mean, there
lovely.
are people of like, you know, knowledge and acumen, and I so respect them, and I just want to continue learning from them. So,
The question asking the origin of the turquoise necklace that you're wearing,
Persian turquoise, yes.
and advice would you like to give to someone who's starting to build a collection of estate jewelry?
Well, there are a few things. Firstly, I think beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on your taste, but also you have to have a sense of knowledge behind, you know, the history of it and the quality and the craftsmanship of each piece in order to, you know,
Mm-hmm.
build collections. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And yes, Christine, the jewelry looks beautiful on you. And
thank you very much.
thank you for giving us
Thank
all your
you so
valuable
much.
time. And of course, much gratitude to your entire family who's been a kind support in helping us curate this wonderful chat. And hopefully, look forward to meeting you either in India or in USA or in any of the trade shows around the world.
Thank you so much. I would love that. Thank
Yes.
you so much for your time.
Mhm. All right, Christine, thank you so much. Thank you,
Thank you.
Mariana. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Thank
Bye.
you. Stay safe. Bye.